Coming to the next topic is the properties of autocorrelation function. Properties of autocorrelation function. The autocorrelation function is having some properties. Those properties we are utilizing in some problems also. The first, you can see the first property under autocorrelation function. The mean square value of x of t is equivalent to the power of the process or a random process x of t. The mean square value we are calling the expectation value of x square of t. Otherwise, the second moment we are calling a mean square value. Second moment of a random process is called mean square value. Mean square value. The second moment we are writing is expectation of x of t square. The second moment representation. Here what is saying that the mean square value of a random process is equivalent to the power of the random process x of t. Here the power is we are representing with autocorrelation function. We can prove this property. We can consider the autocorrelation function formula. That one is Rx of tau is equal to expectation of x of t into x of t plus tau. X of t plus tau. In this function, just you can keep that the tau value is 0 for obtaining our property condition. For that, here I am consider tau is equal to 0. Just I have to substitute the tau value, the relation of autocorrelation function. Otherwise, the formula of the autocorrelation function, you have to substitute that the Rx of 0 is equal to expectation of x of t plus 0. The both our functions are x of t and x of t. That's why you can writing expectation of x square of t is the mean square value. Is a proof for first property. Coming to the second one. The second one is autocorrelation function is maximum at the origin. The relation is this one. The Rx of 0 is indicating the origin position, and Rx of tau is representing its quantity. For prove this property, you can consider two random variables, those are x of t1 and x of t2 of a random process x of t. At a time values t1 and t2 respectively, consider a positive quantity. You can prove this property. You can able to consider the positive property quantity. According to that quantity, you can consider any two values. Squaring quantity must be greater than or equal to 0. According to mathematical rules, we can consider the positive quantity squaring value is always greater than or equal to 0. The chance to get in the 0 or more than 0. Based on that property, you can consider the two random variables x of t1 and x of t2. We can consider plus or minus quantity. The squaring value is greater than or equal to 0. The next step is we can apply the expectation value on this property. That is the expectation of x of t1 plus x of t2 whole square greater than or equal to 0. Then you can expand what are the random variables you have to consider. The inner side of this value, we can squaring those values and we can apply the expectation value. That is the expectation of x of t1 square plus expectation of x of t2 square is a plus or minus 2 into expectation of x of t1 and x of t2. The entire quantity we can greater than equal to 0. Already we know that in a first property, the first property is the power of random process is equivalent to its mean square value. According to that property, we can consider the expectation of x square of t quantity, where the quantity is there, you can replacing that quantity with Rx of 0. And expectation of x of t1 and x of t2, we are writing in their autocorrelation function is Rx of t1 comma t2. Now you can substitute these two quantities in equation 1. From equation 1, I have to replacing this quantity. Here can Forget, you can leave that. What are the notations I have to mentioning for a time parameter? The function is lying like a x square of t or not. Based on that one, we can replace in their quantities. The first one is replacing with Rx's of 0. And second quantity is also replacing with Rx's of 0. And third quantity is replacing with its autocorrelation function formula. Now we can make the summation of these two quantities. Why? These two are the same quantities. That's why we can adding these two. We can obtain the 2 Rx's of 0 plus or minus the 2 Rx's of t1 comma t2 greater than or equal to 0. Here you can say that x of t is a WSS. WSS means is a wide sense stationary random process. According to that, we can consider the difference, the time difference is equal to t2 minus t1. Based on that condition, and replacing the t1 and t2 combinations with tau. Then you can moving this 2 to left hand side. It is a division with 0. 0 is division with 2. The entire quantity becomes 0. The remaining values are Rx's of 0 plus or minus Rx's of tau. You can moving this quantity to right hand side. You can writing Rx's of tau. Otherwise, you can take the modulus Rx's of tau. The reason is we are having the plus or minus signs. Those are alter. These are minus and plus. Otherwise, you can rewriting the function is like this. Rx's of tau less than or equal to Rx's of 0. This is a property. How to obtain this one? You need to consider two random variables for a random process. Then you can apply the expectation value on that. Once you can apply the expectation value, you can replacing its equivalent quantities. Then you can take in the one condition. The condition is the x of t is a WSS. Then the tau is equal to t2 minus t1. According to that, you can find the only two terms. One is Rx's of 0 and second one is a Rx's of tau. These two terms we have to moving to the greater than or equal to side. Then you can moving that term to right hand side, we can get in the relation. The relation is the autocorrelation function is having the maximum value at origin. Is the second property. Coming to the third one, the Rx's of tau is an even function. Even function means x of t is equal to x of minus t. That means whatever the quantity you can changing with the sign, but the quantity is not change. We can change in the parameter sign, but the quantity is not change. Those functions we are calling a even functions. Here the autocorrelation function is one of the even function. We can decide in that we can consider the basic formula of autocorrelation function, that is Rx of tau is equal to expectation of x of t into x of t plus tau. In this formula, just you can replace in the tau value. Tau is equal to minus tau. Then you can substitute in the where tau is there, you can replacing with minus tau here and here. Both quantities I am replacing with minus tau. Then I have to take that one assumption. The assumption is tau t minus tau is equal to u. From this t is equal to u plus tau. In this given function, the right is the left side function is I'm not changing. In right side I have to changing this function. Where t is there, I have to keep that u plus tau, and t minus tau is there, I have to using the u. This function is like a Rx's of tau. Finally, you can conclude that the autocorrelation function is an even function based on this condition. Good morning students. Today class we are going to discussing about the remaining properties of autocorrelation function. In that, the fourth property of the autocorrelation function is the autocorrelation of a random process x of t is having a finite energy function. Finite energy function. The finite energy function we are writing for the autocorrelation function is Rx's of t1 comma t2 is equal to integral minus infinite to plus infinite is Rx's of tau into d tau. This is an energy function representation. This Rx's of tau, it is a mathematical representation of autocorrelation function. This entire quantity is less than infinite. According to the statement of autocorrelation function property, the autocorrelation of a random process x of t is finite energy function. The energy function formula is this one. in that quantity is must be less than to infinite. This is one of the property in that autocorrelation. Coming to the next property. The next property is a random process x of t is a random process x of t has no periodic components. Has no periodic components, and if expectation of x of t, otherwise you can calling a x bar of t is not equal to 0. It's not equal to 0, then the value can equating to limit tau tends to infinite. Tau tends to infinite, the Rx of tau is equal to the mean value square. This formula we are using frequently when out to simplifying the problems. You have to remember it. When out to consider that the random process x of t has no periodic components. Has no periodic components if its mean value is not equal to 0. Its mean value is not equal to 0. You have to write in that the property is limit tau tends to infinite, the Rx of tau is equal to is a mean value square. That one is x of t bar square. This is a formula you are frequently using that. Here, when t tends to infinite, the autocorrelation function represents the square of main value of a random process. When out to making that the tau tends to infinite, the autocorrelation function of a random process it is equivalent to the square of a mean value. Coming to the next property, if x of t has a periodic components, then the autocorrelation function Rx of tau will also have a periodic components with same period. Here you can consider the random process has a periodic components. The random process has a periodic components, then the autocorrelation function Rx of tau will also have a periodic components. That means the random process is having the periodic components, the autocorrelation function is also having the periodic components with the same period. What is the period it is having for a random process? The same period is having for autocorrelation function. Coming to the next concepts, those are correlation. What is the correlation and what is the cross covariance? We have to see here the correlation. Here you can consider two random processes like x of t and y of t. Here x of t can consider at t1 and y of t can consider at t2. These two random processes are defined at t1 comma t2. Its correlation function we are able to define is Rxy of t1 comma t2 is equal to expectation of x of t1 and y of t2. This function we are writing in terms of their integrations, like integral minus infinite to plus infinite, and here minus infinite to plus infinite, x y and its density function is fxy of xy comma t1 comma t2 into dx dy. This is the formula for correlation function of a two random processes. Here I am consider two random processes. One is x of t1 and another one is y of t2. These two are defining at the timings of t1 and t2. When I have to defining the correlation, it is giving the similarities between these two random processes at time values of t1 and t2. Correlation means you can able to give that the similarities. What are the similarities it is having between these two random processes? We are able to defining that. That one is we are finding by using this formula. Coming to the next topic, the next one is a cross covariance. Already we are seeing this terminology, cross covariance and correlation function. That's just I have to saying that what are the formulas we are having for that. The formulas you have to remember when to simplify the problems, you have to utilizing these formulas. The cross covariance. The cross covariance we are defining that, you can consider two random processes like x of t1 and y of t2. These two are defined at a timings of t1 comma t2. t1 comma t2. Here we are able to find the cross covariance on a random processes. Cross means these were two random variables, different random variables. That's how to consider x and y. The x is defined at t1 and y is defined at t2. These two random processes we are able to define at t1 and t2. t1 and t2. Its cross covariance we are denoting with cxy of t1 comma t2. Of t1 comma t2. That value you can writing like expectation of xy t1 comma t2. That one you can writing with correlation, that is rxy t1 comma t2 minus the mean value of random process x1 and mean value of random process y. Here you can write in the mx of t1 and my of t2. This is a formula for cross covariance. Cross covariance. Next, the correlation coefficient. Correlation coefficient. Already you know that correlation coefficient in third unit. The correlation coefficient for the random process we are defining with is a small r. It is a small r. In that case, we are using a rho symbol. Rho symbol. Here you can consider the two random processes x of t and y of t. But the timings is x for t1, y for t2. We can able to define x of t1 and x of t1 and y of t2. These two random processes we are able to define at a timings of t1 comma t2. t1 comma t2. Its cross correlation. It's not a cross correlation, it's a correlation coefficient. Correlation coefficient we are able to define the small r xy of t1 comma t2 is equal to the covariance of xy. Covariance of xy. Already we are having that is a covariance formula. This one. Divide by square root of the covariance of x at t1 comma t2 and covariance of y at t1 comma t2. This is a formula we are able to finding the correlation coefficient for a random processes. Next is a orthogonal process. Orthogonal process. When the random process x of t is x of t1 and y of t2. Y of t2. These two random processes we are able to defining at a timings of t1 comma t2. t1 comma t2. We are defining these two random processes at a t1 comma t2. Here these two random processes are mutually orthogonal. Mutually orthogonal to each other. To each other all the timings of t1 and t2. Its orthogonality we are writing 1 out 2 equating the value of correlation function of these two random process equal to 0. Equal to 0. We are calling it these two are orthogonal processes. That's why you can mathematically representing r x y of t1 comma t2 is equal to 0. t1 comma t2 is equal to 0. What is orthogonal process? The correlation function of a two random processes is equal to 0. Is equal to 0. The given two random processes are mutually orthogonal. Mutually orthogonal. This is the condition for that. Coming to the next one is uncorrelated process or uncorrelated random processes. Here also you can able to consider two random processes, the x of t1 and y of t2. X of t1 and y of t2. These two are able to defining at a timings of t1 and t2. t1 and t2. t1 and t2. We are defining these two random processes at a timings of t1 comma t2. t1 comma t2. Its correlation we are calling it uncorrelated random processes. Uncorrelated random processes. Its covariance value must be equal to 0. That's why here I am writing that is a mathematical representation is the correlation function is equal to 0. That is C suffix xy of t1 comma t2 of t1 comma t2 is equal to 0. This is a condition for when the two random processes are uncorrelated. See here, one of the example is relating to autocorrelation function. Here he is giving that if there are two random processes x of t and y of t such that z of t is equal to x of t plus y of t, then r zz of tau is equal to r xs of tau plus r xy of tau plus r yx of tau plus r yy of tau. He is asking that prove this condition. For prove this one, you can consider the basic formula of autocorrelation function. Autocorrelation function, that one is r xx of tau, rxs of tau is equal to expectation of x of t plus tau. This is the basic formula. Here is giving the rzz of tau. rzz of tau. For that, I am writing rzz of tau is equal to expectation of the x position can be replacing with z. That is z of t into z of t plus tau. Now we can replacing this z of t with what are the relation it is having, like z of t is equal to x of t plus y of t. According to that, I am replacing z of t is the expectation of x of t plus y of t. The entire value is multiplying. Next, the next quantity is replacing with the t value is t plus tau. That's why I am replacing this quantity in that relation is x of t plus tau plus y of t plus tau. Now you can multiply this each and every term inside of the expectation. Now here I am writing the expectation of x of t into x of t plus tau, plus next you can multiply this x of t with this y of t plus tau, that is x of t into y of t plus tau, plus next you can multiply with y of t with each two terms. One is y of t into x of t plus tau plus y of t into y of t plus tau. Now we can apply the expectation on each and every individual term. Now I have to apply the expectation on the first term is the expectation of x of t into x of t plus tau plus expectation of x of t y of t plus tau plus expectation of y of t x of t plus tau plus expectation of y of t plus tau. You can see here the first term is similar like the basic formula of autocorrelation. That's why this function I am replacing with the rzz of tau is equal to, this function is similar like this one. That's why I am writing the basic definition of autocorrelation function, that is R x of tau plus in next term it is having x of t and y of t plus tau. It is a formula of a cross correlation. The cross correlation we are representing with R x y. Which one is high in the delay term? That one we are writing the order. The first one is a normal time, second one is a delay time. Then you can write in the tau plus this term. This term is having the order is first y, next delay is having the x term. That's why you can writing R y x of tau plus last term. The last term is having that both are y terms. The y is having the normal t and delay t. That is, we are writing the R y of tau. This is the finalized outcome of this problem. Just we can consider the statement of given data. The statement of given data is z of t is equal to x of t plus y of t. He is asking that the autocorrelation of a z function is equal to this entire terms. You can prove for that. You can consider the basic definition of autocorrelation, that is Rx's of tau is equal to expectation of x of t into x of t plus tau. By using that formula, you can prove this entire condition, that is Rzz of tau is equal to, can applying expectation of on z function. Then you can replacing the what are the z equivalent values is there. Those values we are writing based on the given data, I have to replacing those quantities. Then I have to multiplying each and every term in that. Each and every term I am writing separately. Then I have to applying the expectation on their terms. Then you can writing the equivalent values of their expectations in terms of autocorrelation and cross correlation. Is the given statement. The given statement we have to prove. That. See here one more example is find the mean variance of a stationary random process whose autocorrelation function is given by. In this problem, he is given the autocorrelation function. In that, the correlation function is given. He is asking find the mean and variance value. Find the mean and variance value. And now to give the problems in this model, first of all, you can write the given data. Given data is the autocorrelation function. The autocorrelation function is Rx's of tau is equal to 18 plus 2 by 6 plus tau square. 6 plus tau square. Here we are using the properties of autocorrelation. Using the property of autocorrelation function is, here you can consider limit modulus of tau tends to infinite of Rx's of tau. Rx's of tau is equal to the mean value square. The mean value square. By using this property, you can find in the mean value. What is asking? Find the mean. For finding the mean value, I have to choose the property of autocorrelation function is this one. Here, I am substituting what are the given autocorrelation function is there. I have to replace in here. That one is x bar square is equal to limit tau tends to infinite. Tau tends to infinite. 18 plus 2 by 6 plus tau square. In this, where tau is there, I have to substitute the infinite quantity. Then the 18 plus 2 by 6 plus infinite. The infinite plus 6 is also infinite, is 1 by infinite is 0. The value is 18. This is not a mean value, it's a mean square value. From this, the mean value is square root of 18. Square root of 18 is a 9 2's. 9 2's is a 18, that is 3 root 2. 3 root 2. Next, what he is asking that? Variance. What is the variance formula? The variance formula is the second moment, expectation of x square minus expectation of x whole square. But here you can consider random processes, that's why you can including the t. This is the difference. The formula is same, but the difference is we had to additionally representing the t parameter. Now you need already you have to find in the this value. This main value. Main value already you have to finding that. But you need the second moment, this one. For finding this one, we have to using the another property of autocorrelation function. That one is Rxs of 0 is equal to expectation of x of t square. According to another property of autocorrelation function is Rxs of 0. Rxs of 0. By using this property, you can able to finding the second moment of random process. Here you can replace the tau is equal to 0 in your autocorrelation function. Then Rxs of 0 is equal to 18 plus 2 divided by 6 plus 0. 6 plus 0. From this 18 plus 2 by 6. 2 by 6. 2 the 3 times. 1 by third. 1 by third means the 0.33. You can write in the 18.33. 18.33. But what is our needed value? Variance. The variance is this one. Variance sigma x of t square is equal to, the second moment is already finding that the quantity is 18.33 minus, already had to finding the mean square value. Already this is a mean value, mean square value is 18. Here the variance is 0.33. This is our finalized answer. Just you have to remember these properties, can easily do the simplification. This is one property, and one more property is this one. By using these two properties, we can easily simplify this problem. You can see another problem with the same model. In this one, he is giving the autocorrelation function of a WSS. WSS means is a wide sense stationary. Random process is given by. Don't confuse it. When out given the wide sense stationary, otherwise stationary random process, whatever it is given, the function is having the autocorrelation or not. We can check it. The function is having the autocorrelation function. We can do that. What is the procedure we have to already following here? The same procedure we can apply on this problem. Here I had to, he is given that the autocorrelation function, and we can making the solution for this. What is the given autocorrelation function? The autocorrelation function is Rxs of tau is equal to 4 tau square plus 100 divided by tau square plus 4. Tau square plus 4. Here you can choose. We can able to find the same values. What are the values? Mean value and variance. Mean value and variance. He is asking that find the mean and variance. How to find the mean value? You can choose the property of limit tau tends to infinite. Tau tends to infinite is Rxs of tau is equal to the mean square value. Mean square value. Now you can finding this quantity. You can writing x bar square is equal to limit tau tends to infinite. Tau tends to infinite. What is the quantity of Rxs of tau? So 4 tau square plus 100 divided by tau square plus 4. Tau square plus 4. But here you can directly substitute the infinite, that entire quantity will be become infinite. That's why we can take the tau value common form on upside and downside is the numerator and denominator. Now I have to take the common term. The common term is tau square. You can take the common. Here I am writing in bottom limit tau tends to infinite. Tau square is a common term. That's why here I write 400 divided by tau square. Divide by here tau square common and 1 plus 4 by tau square. In denominator and numerator both tau square both are cancelled. Then you can substitute where tau is there, you can replace its quantity with infinite. Then is a 100 by infinite, is a 4 by infinite. Is a 1 by infinite, the quantities become 0. The remaining values after substitution of infinite. This quantity is a totally 0 and this quantity is a totally 0. The remaining is a 4 divided by 1. The mean square value is 4. From this mean value is 2. X bar is equal to 2. Now we can find the variance. The variance x of t square is equal to the second moment is x of t square minus the mean value square. This is the formula. In this one already this value you know that, and we need to find the first value, that is a second moment. The second moment we are obtaining by using another property of Rxs of 0 is equal to expectation of x of t square. In this one you can replace the 0 quantity in your given autocorrelation function. From that, expectation of x of t square is equal to, can replace the 0 quantity in that is 4 0 plus 100 divided by 0 plus 4. This is 100 by 4. The value is 25. Now you can find the variance is sigma x of t square is equal to the second moment value is 25 minus, already you can find in mean square value is 4. The value is 21. By now to give the problems in this model, we have to do this procedure. We have to choose the properties of autocorrelation and we have to simplify the problems. These two problems are with the same procedure, but he is asking here the stationary. But in this one, WSS, whatever is given that, either stationary or WSS or ergodic process, he is asking to find the mean and variance for a given autocorrelation function. How to choose this procedure, and you can easily simplify that.